Okay, let's get right into the stock market technical analysis. Again, we're going to look at the charts to try to tell us where the markets are likely going to go in the future. Nothing's guaranteed, of course, but we can just try to read the charts for probabilities and then manage risk. That's the name of the game. So if you guys are new, drop me a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. And also, if you're interested in learning this as a skill set, then take my stock market technical analysis course, link in the description below. All right, let's get right into the charts. So triple Qs. All right, so let me kind of give you guys my thoughts on where I think things are going and why based on what I see in the chart. So triple Qs, if I go to the hourly chart, we had this uptrend to watch right here. We did break that. Clearly it broke. Now it's not that impulsive, but we are continuing to move lower and it has broken that trend line there. So the video I pointed out yesterday, this was the support zone, about 285, 284.50, somewhere right in there was basically the area of support. We have broken that and have not recovered it, but you can see the selling. It's kind of interesting because the selling's not that impulsive. We've broken down, but it's just not really selling down that impulsively. So if we can recover this broken trend, this broken support area, 285, then we'll have the potential for a bear trap. Okay, no real guarantees that we get that, but something that's kind of interesting when I look at the NASDAQ futures and I move over here, it looks a little different than the triple Q. So the NASDAQ futures, you've got this uptrend line. This is pretty corresponding to the one that we had in triple Qs, but there's support, there's support. Yesterday, you can see we basically came right here. Now we've broken the trend, we've broken that bullish trend, but as you can see, look, we're not really selling down. We're just kind of grinding around. And this to me looks like stop rate action where they're gonna pop this thing back above the trend line and create a short squeeze. All right, it doesn't have to be that way, but it's just the fact that the selling has not really been that impulsive. And that's usually what you want to look for, is impulsive selling. The other thing is, you notice here on this hourly chart, we've got bullish divergence. So each little low is, we have bullish momentum. There it is on the PPO right there. So it just in general, it doesn't have the look of a breakdown. All right. It has the look of a stop rate or a bear trap. So what I'd be watching for is, do the futures recover? Can we recover that trend line? And if we can, then this is all going to be bear trap price action. And I would look for probably a pretty impulsive rally at that point. So going back to the triple Qs, and that's, so I wanted to just point that out right here. We really shouldn't, we've got this bot on the hourly chart. We got a little bit of support right here. It's about 280. Okay. We really shouldn't take that out. If we head beyond, we start breaking that to the downside, then we're probably going to want to go ahead and stop out of these long trades that we've had in place. That's kind of about as far as I'm willing to let it go. Looking at the daily chart on triple Qs, one of the reasons, again, why I still remain bullish, even though we've seen, a couple support levels give way on the hourly chart. On the daily chart, which is more significant, it's a larger time frame, big bullish divergence. We've been building that. Here it is on the PPO. So this low was a divergent low. All right, we have bullish divergence. We have a potential wedge pattern here and here, a bullish falling wedge pattern to watch. Now we're still within the wedge, so we don't have any breakouts of that wedge. And we have, we have also some support right in here. So this support area about 285, and that's where we're below right now. But you can see on the daily, that was support all through here, kind of resistance right through here, and we're just slightly below it. So if they can recover this, preferably today, and we don't continue lower, then we have the potential for a head and shoulders pattern. There's your shoulder, there's your head, and there's your shoulder. And then that would likely set us up for a break to the upside and probably some of these higher targets up here. 318 and, lots of areas of resistance up here. But we still, first things first, we need to see a recovery. We need to see the buyer step in some point today and recover. If we don't get that, then we're likely going to want to stop out of the long trade and look for other opportunities. Okay, Meta, one of my favorite FANG stocks right now. Just the chart looks pretty clean. Big bullish divergence right here on both momentum indicators. We have a bullish falling wedge, and these patterns, it's just compressing, and it's set up to break to the upside. We don't have the breakout yet. Obviously, we need to see triple Q start to line up, and the rest of the FANG stocks start to line up, but it is definitely a bullish setup. All right, we could go on to make a new divergent low. Maybe we head lower and continue to grind around and make new divergent lows. But in general, it's a bullish setup. So I'm more interested in being long this than I am short until I see a change in posture in the charts. Gold just chopped more sideways price action. Nothing's changed. Again, we've been in this kind of range here really for almost 2 months now. So yeah, until that changes, there's just nothing really going on with gold. The miners are selling off. The miners are basically continuing to kind of drift lower, while gold is just kind of holding up. So, it's probably not going to be too much more of a downside move in the miners, but GDX is kind of breaking the support right here, 28.86 today. So we'll see if that can, if that holds throughout the day, or if we do get some sort of recovery. Yes, but seeing some selling in GDX. Still have bullish divergence. This is a divergent low as of right now. Not fully confirmed, but definitely a divergent low. So again, we need to wait till the day closes, see if there's any kind of recovery or buying that comes in. But that's what I have there on the miners. Oil shorts. So XOM, we shorted this yesterday right there at resistance. And I also shorted this EOG one right there at resistance. So again, that's working out. These are just basically getting rejected off of that resistance line and looks to be heading lower. So XOM, I think it'll very likely head down to this target area about 76.27. And again, my biggest thing right now is I'm just waiting to see if some of these trades are going to break out to the upside. So PayPal, bullish falling wedge right here. And we have a divergent low. All right, there's bullish divergence right there on the momentum indicators. New low today, making a new divergent low. It's a bullish setup, not bullish. It's not actionable yet because we don't have a break of the trend line, but it's definitely a bullish setup. So still waiting for the break of that trend line on that one. Bullish setup. ZG, same kind of setup. Bullish divergence on the momentum indicators. Bullish falling wedge. Hasn't made a new divergent low yet today, but still within that wedge. No buy signal, but just waiting for that to kind of play out to see where that's going. There's a few others, but in general, there's these stocks are set up in bullish postures, but doesn't mean that they're actually going to work out. So we just have to continue to wait to see if we're going to get some sort of a signal. So that's really all I got for this morning, guys. I just don't have a whole lot. I did want to mention that I will be out of town next week. I will be leaving for vacation next week. Will not be returning until the following Monday. I know Monday's off for 4th of July, so happy holiday to all, and I will be out for that entire week. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. Catch you on the next one.